the ticking clock and Clara's secret. Clara stared at the rejection email, her 10th this month. Her dream of building sustainable, affordable housing felt like sand slipping through her fingers. Desperate, she wandered into Elias & Son, a dusty, comforting bookstore smelling of old paper and wisdom. Behind the counter sat old man Elias, known less for selling books and more for dispensing perspective. Another door slammed shut, Elias. Clara sighed, slumping onto a worn armchair. Elias polished his spectacles, his eyes twinkling. Doors don't slam, Clara, they just redirect. Tell me, what's your secret weapon? Clara laughed bitterly. If I had one, I wouldn't be here. Ah, Elias mused, pulling out a small plain wooden box. Inside sat an ordinary, slightly battered wind-up alarm clock. This, he said, placing it gently before her, belonged to the greatest architect this city never formally knew. He built half the sturdy homes in the old quarter, anonymously. Clara frowned. An old clock? What's the secret? The secret, Elias said, winding the clock with a soft click, 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 isn't in the clock. It is the clock. This belonged to Henry. Every single day, rain or shine, success or failure, Henry wound this clock at 5:30 a.m. Then he worked on his designs, studied materials, or simply thought about building for exactly 1 hour. Before breakfast, before doubt, before the world intruded, Clara picked up the clock, feeling its weight. 1 hour? That's it? How did that build anything? Consistency, Clara, Elias said softly. Henry didn't rely on bursts of inspiration or waiting for the perfect opportunity. He showed up every single day. Some days he sketched masterpieces. Other days he erased more than he drew. Some days he just read about concrete mixtures. But the clock was wound. The hour was spent. He trusted the process even when he couldn't see the progress. He focused on the next brick, not the entire cathedral. He leaned forward, and when rejections came, when funding fell through, when the world seemed against him, he still wound the clock. That small daily victory, honoring his commitment, kept the ember alive. The successes, Elias gestured around at the enduring buildings outside. They were just the visible results of countless invisible hours wound into this clock. Clara looked at the clock, hearing its steady, reassuring tick-tock. It wasn't magic, it was mundane. It was discipline. She thought of her own sporadic efforts, frantic bursts followed by discouraged lulls. Can I borrow this? She asked. Elias smiled. Henry would be delighted. Remember, wind the clock. Clara took the clock. The next morning, 5:30 a.m., she wound it. She spent an hour researching sustainable insulation. The next day, sketching a floor plan. The day after, calculating costs. Rejections still came, but they stung less. She had her hour, her commitment. Her tiny daily victory. Months turned into years. The consistent hour became 2, then 3. Fueled by small wins and deepening knowledge. She landed a small grant, then partnered with a materials engineer she met at a 6 a.m. industry webinar. She now had the discipline to attend. Her first project, 6 affordable, eco-friendly homes, broke ground. On opening day, amidst the celebration, Clara placed the old wind-up clock on her office desk. Reporters asked, "What's the secret to your success?" Clara picked up the clock, its familiar tick-tock, a comforting rhythm beneath the noise. She smiled. This, winded every day. Through takeaways from Clara's story. 1. Consistency over intensity. Success is rarely built on occasional heroic efforts. It's forged in the furnace of daily, disciplined action, showing up consistently, even for small, focused periods, like Clara's daily hour, compounds over time into significant results, far outweighing sporadic bursts of intense but unsustainable work. 2. Trust the process, not just the outcome. During inevitable setbacks and plateaus, like Clara's rejections, focus on maintaining the disciplined routine itself. Trusting the process, the daily commitment, keeps you moving forward even when immediate results aren't visible. The outcome is a byproduct of faithfully executing the process over time. To master the mundane. The most powerful secret is often the simplest, most mundane action repeated relentlessly, like winding the clock. Don't underestimate the power of small, daily rituals and commitments. Mastering these foundational habits creates the stable platform upon which larger achievements are built. Success starts with showing up for the ordinary, every single day.